Alright, we're live.
We live. What's poppin', everybody?
Yes, sir. Let's just wait until this kicks up, and then we can do a little intro. Alright, cool. We are live. Alright. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live listening party of JP Cali Smoov's The Abstract Mind EP, out now everywhere. We've been trying to do this for a minute.
Yeah.
And, you know, Smoov is really busy. He's been doing battles every weekend. Doing shows every weekend.
I feel like we on the tour.
Yeah, man. So how's life? How's everything going?
Everything's going good, man. You know, moving in a positive direction. Getting everything going. You know, the music popping, getting the battle thing popping, the riots moving up, shots fired moving up. So, you know, I'm proud of the home team. You know, everybody's doing their thing. I just did the Revolt TV thing with Geechee Gotti out there in Atlanta. That was dope, man. Shout out to Gotti on the look on that, you feel me? Just staying as active as possible, you feel me? Just staying in the streets as much as possible, man. Putting my best foot forward. I just did the 100 Slice Challenge, my fourth annual food drive.
Oh, word. Okay,
yeah.
Talk to the people about that.
Self-funded, it was my idea, you feel me? We on the 4th year. This year we did it at the Covenant Home, California. It's a teen center. It's a homeless shelter for teens. You know, if you're a teen in California, make sure you don't hesitate to reach out to them. The info is on my page. But yeah, we rocked, man. It was dope. It was dope, man. We got to feed some happy faces on Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah, and that's why I rock with you, man. You're
Dog.
You're there for the people, and that's why I believe in this project that you put out. So let's explain a little bit of the, the background on it, because this is not your typical EP of 5 random songs tossed together, you know? So,
Abstract Mind is a compilation project between me and Tay Walker. Tay Walker produced a lot of records for Mac Miller. He played the keyboards on one of his entire albums. He played a lot of keyboards on the Internet's project. He got a lot of features with them. He was part of the Internet. That's my dog, man. We went to middle school together. We went to like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade together. Then I moved to Chicago, and we lost contact. And like later on in life, we both linked up, and we're both doing great things with our music. But we started rapping together like in his basement type shit. You feel me? So it was like me and him, like when we got together, we already kind of built a stature for ourselves. So when we put this tape meant a lot, you know, for both of us on that note. You feel me? Y'all check out Tay Walker. Phenomenal artist, phenomenal R&B singer, keyboard player, producer. He produced every record on his project.
Hell yeah. And I think my favorite thing about, you know, having us collab on the music tip is that you're like one of my favorite rappers.
Thank you,
in the industry that I know you through. Is just battle rap, you know. It's like all the mixtapes Ruin Your Day did. I always was like, let's get Cali on there.
And I always get love from those too.
Yeah.
A lot of people approach me about the records that we put out. Oh God, that's why I was happy to do this one with you. It meant a lot, you know, just seeing your journey, everything that you putting out, the type of content that you're putting out. I really felt like this specific project, I probably wouldn't have hit you up if it was like a Shake Your Booty project. You get what I'm saying? So this one, like, it fit for what you doing right now and the message that you putting out. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Alex says, I was there when you battled Diz in City of Industry. Great performance. I became a fan.
Man, that means a lot, Alex. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
That performance is crazy, dude.
That was one of the best for the books, man.
I mean, I feel like you're so slept on. I mean, we're going to talk about battle rap for a little bit, but I feel like overall in the battle rap world, you were so slept on.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Which I guess I should rephrase that. You are a hidden gem in battle rap. You know, and I feel like it's always really special to see a performance from you.
Thank you.
Your battles in the season, the King of the Dot season, were absolutely incredible.
Thank you. I appreciate
From you beating Thesaurus, from you in reverse having a straight up classic, from you in pass having a straight up classic, even the battle that just dropped on West Coast Elites, you and Holmesy, super good. And this is like you taking battles back to back to back to back.
We had a lot of just had a classic. Yeah, that's dropping on MC War. Yeah, we have Ray Bay battles for my belt. You know, yeah, man, just stay active. You feel me? Just
shots fired champ, right? You're still
shots
the champ.
Fired champ. Yeah.
Let's go.
And motivation for that be like Daddy Myers, Gotti. You know, I be seeing them cats taking battles back to back, high level competition. So it makes me never say no, because I'm like, He didn't say no. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, what's that separate me from him? Like,
You
I ain't
take your
taking no
craft
days
really
off.
serious too.
Yeah.
I like that.
No days off, for real.
Yeah, let's go. All right, the Abstract Mind EP. So first track, hopefully I got these right, is Layla's Poem. Is that correct?
We could run Latest Poem first.
Which is the first one?
The first one is One Shot.
Okay, cool. One shot. Let's cue that one up.
Yeah, One Shot. This is featuring Tay Walker raps and sings on this, and my boy I'll Be Back is featured on this. I'll Be Back worked on Kanye's album, The Late Registration. He on there. He got a couple dope singles out, man. Dope ass cat. He started the movie ATL. He played Brooklyn in ATL. So you look out for I'll Be and Tay Walker, man.
All right, One Shot. So Insecurities. So this song is about
Insecurities.
All right.
Every song on the album tackles a certain topic. So that's the words in parentheses are the topics that it's tackling. So these are daily insecurities that people, women, and men deal with that I address head on.
Okay. Anytime you want to stop and like clarify like any lyrics or anything, just tell me and I'll just press pause.
Sure.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Dream with my day ones, fantasizing when the day comes. And I don't wanna change up, I wanna get my change up. I'm just trying to keep my faith up and walk around with my face up. I don't need a bracelet, think every rapper need a Jacob.
Is
Think
it
every
both?
model need a facelift, forgetting where they came from. I'm
so
trying
what?
to change where I came from.
That's what I
Show
thought.
the city we can make some. Started as a block boy, hot toys on the state run. I ran to town till my name rung. I was up days, working for the change like the slaves was. And you wonder why they hate us. I was on the blade, working every day to portray some. Maybe you don't need that makeup, you perfect that way. But I can see the pain in your face, love. When you hide behind shades, I wanna be the feeling that you take from. I wanna be the healing they say can't come. I wanna be the lost in your eyes and the star in the sky when the pain comes. Yeah.
Can I get one shot for the homies that ain't make it? Two shots for the girls that's naked. Three shots and I think I need some more. Whoa, whoa. Four shots for the homies that don't buzz. 5 shots, my nigga, just because. Yeah, that's what we on. Good week in the sea patrol.
One time for my niggas who know. Started at the bottom, we ain't broke no more. 2 times for the women on the floor. Pouring down drinks, she can't take it no more. I know. When we slip, we fall, we grow. No one can match your soul. You got what they all don't.
Okay, you got it, my nigga. Now shine your light bright. Don't you ever hide it, my nigga. It's not a question of how your power supplied it, my nigga. You came a long way. I hope you know I'm proud of you, nigga. Yes, sir. And now we getting money like the shit is funny. Been through rainy days, now the shit is sunny. Uber eating just to eat, and now we sitting chubby. Man, it's music from the streets, and the shit is nothing. We gon' be rich any day now. Just remember all the ones that stayed down. I wonder what your mama would say now. Until then, we can let the song play now. Look, let's show these niggas we don't play around. Love it or hate it, boy, we about to stay around. Now pour this nigga, my nigga, we need another round. That's only if you down. Come on. Can I get one shot for the homies that ain't make it? 2 shots for the girls that's naked. 3 shots and I think I need some more. Whoa, whoa. 4 shots for the homies that don't budge. 5 shots, my nigga, just because. Yeah, that's what we on. Good week in the sea patrol.
One time for my niggas who know. Started at the bottom, we ain't broke no more. 2 times for the women on the floor. Pouring down drinks, she can't take it no more. I know. When we slip, we fall, we grow. No one can match your soul. You got what they all don't.
Mama said my first words out here was more. I was 6 months old, taking long when I saw my reflection in the store. Then they told me I was staring at some gold, but my ego soaked in ocean meant nothing. Because I'm still the same substance in the fire that tried to burn me, earn nothing. We used to ask for the blame, I was giving you my heart cause the beat came from God. In the silence of a DMX poem, my BMX stolen, we can see the stress boiling. We ain't have to watch to know where that's going. Your daughter Cali is a bundy or a rolling. The bridge to the next generation kept trolling. Burn the shit down when I land refocus. You gotta be down to earth to be for us. You gotta have roots to lead to reek of us. You can't smell the roses in red, we plead promise. Especially when they do concrete on us. Baby, you gorgeous in the motherfucking bonnet, honest. Go love, you enormous when we on the conscious. When you looking in the mirror, you're your only option. Tap the bottle, twist the topping, raise your arm in, take a moment, sing along and
one shot for the homies that ain't make it. 2 shots for the girls that's naked. 3 shots and I think I need some more. 4 shots for the homies that don't budge. 5 shots, my nigga, just because. Yeah, that's what we on. Good weed, Hennessy, Patron.
One time for my niggas who know. Started at the bottom, we ain't broke no more. 2 times for the women on the floor. Pouring down drinks, she can't take it no more. I know. We slip, we fall, we grow. No one can match your soul. You got what they all don't.
Let's go.
You feel me?
Let's go.
Some feel good music.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Production's crazy too.
Yeah, shout out Tay Walker on the production. Man, shout out to everybody tuning in, man. We rocking. That's one shot right there. Shout out my boy Al B. Back, the legend. Shout out Tay Walker, the Grammy-nominated producer, singer, extraordinaire, all that, man. Shout out everybody who was a part of this shit. Avo, everybody.
So what inspired you to write a song about insecurities?
It kind of came out. It just came out like that. It came out like that. And then I knew I was doing topics for each one. So when I got that beat, I used to dream what my day was, fantasizing when the day comes, you know. And then when I started writing, I just went into things that, you know, maybe, you know, they think every rapper needs a Jacob, they think every model needs a facelift, forgetting where they came from. You know what I mean? I just went into those topics, baby. You don't need that makeup, you perfect that way, because I can see the pain in your face, love. Like, they just went into those topics. So when I gave the song out for the features, I gave them that topic, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it was just, it came out of me. That's what, you know, that just kind of came out. That was one of them that the beat wrote, you feel me?
For sure. Is insecurities like a big topic you deal with being an entertainer?
Definitely, 100%. Because I'm expected to always be on camera.
Always be on point.
Always be on point. And like, I don't have time to go through things.
Yeah.
Ever. If I'm dealing with something in life, I got to battle that weekend, the 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I got an interview. So I definitely try not to wear my insecurities, but they live in me deeply. You feel me?
That's
and
good.
They live in everybody. So
I mean, it's good you let those feelings pass through you.
Exactly.
You know?
Listening to that song is therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's great. Hell
I
yeah.
got to get that out.
Hell yeah. One Shot Insecurities, which is number 2.
What if I never did drugs? Now this song, because it's very, very deep to me. I was in a very dark place when I wrote this. I wrote this, and I was in a very, very dark place. I was trying to break some habits. I got jumped. Like, I was sitting there thinking about life, and I wrote this song a cappella. I spit it for Tay Walker, and he made the beat around it. So
crazy.
yeah, it's one of those, you know what I mean?
That's
so,
dope.
This song means a lot to me. You know, I want everybody, you know, that's going through something or that feels like that they're lacking in a certain area to acknowledge what's holding them back and try to write down what you think would happen if you didn't have that block in your life, because it helped me a lot. You feel me? So whatever it is, whether a hurdle, a female, insecurity, a drug, alcohol, you know, write it down and acknowledge it head on. You feel me? This was me doing that, and I hope y'all enjoy it. What if I never did drugs? What if I never did? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did? What if I never did drugs? I be
a scientist, maybe a psychologist. Wouldn't be this mental patient, I'm just stating the obvious. And I'd be way closer to changing the world if I could give back the moments that I gave to the world. Like me being sloppy drunk, parties where I'm talking tough. Liquor bring the courage, so I'm nervous when the bottle's shut. Screaming bottles up, then fall in the cut. You meet a whole different Cali when you talk to me drunk. Sparking the blunt, feel safe when I'm back in my comfort zone. If I could have that substance, baby, I could spend months alone. It's sad life. People take concern for it to come down. Looking in the mirror is the worst part. I learned hard lessons, lost a lot of homies. I burnt a lot of bridges, never know where they was going. I lost a lot of women, spending most nights lonely. Got me thinking if I wasn't dark, maybe I'd be never did drugs. What if I never did drugs? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did? I'd be a millionaire, at least a couple 100,000. Bought my family cribs, at least a couple private houses. I wouldn't know my friends, I would go to different parties. I wouldn't have got jumped OT when them niggas caught me. I would have different hobbies, y'all probably.
Yeah, I just want to stop that because that's hella true about like when you're reflecting upon an addiction, just like how much it's taken from you.
Yeah.
You know? Like when you're like, I would be a billionaire, like, you know, when you even, like, you know, financials aside, like, it's like so easy to be like, man, there's like so much life I could have lived if I wasn't in the throes of addiction.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't really see when you're in it, you know?
I would have different friends, go to different parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would have, like, everything I was saying, that was really exactly what I was thinking. Like, looking around me, looking at everybody a little different. You feel me? When the smoke dies down type shit.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
When them niggas call me, I would have different hobbies. Y'all probably think I'm a goner. I would have a different mindset. I owe the change to my mama. I owe the change to my sister. I owe the change to my niece. I don't want to hear him screaming, Cali, please rest in peace. If I never hit that bottle, I don't know who they know. If I never hit a blunt, my lungs would be Usain Bolt's. I'd be way closer to family and tripled up in my savings. Maybe if I write this song, it'll force me to change it if I... Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror sometimes. Problems are surrounding you. Maybe you're the problem. If I never did drugs. What if I never did drugs? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did drugs? What if I never did?
You feel me? That was, you know, that was me tackling addiction head on, you feel me? And, you know, I hope I can help other people with my realness, with my vulnerability, with my willingness to be open about things that I went through, you feel me? And I'm not ashamed of anything I went through. It molded my character, you feel me? You shouldn't be ashamed either, you feel me? Whatever you're going through. Whether it was similar or different, you feel me? Never be ashamed. Tackle that shit because you're still alive, you feel me?
Let's go. That's hella true, man.
Yeah, man,
and vulnerability is a strength, too. You know, it's a strength. So it's super strong that you were able to even do this project in the first place, you know, put yourself out there like that. It says a lot about you as a man, as an artist.
Appreciate that.
What's the third track?
I appreciate that. The third track is Layla's Poem. Okay, Layla's Poem, man. This song is so deep to me, like this song right here, man. Layla Steinberg was my first manager, my first ever mentor, still is deeply somebody who I look to for advice, and she's been heavy in this industry for a year. She was Tupac's first manager. You know, she's Earl Sweatshirt's current manager. She's been running a non-profit organization for years. I went to juvenile halls and stuff like that with her, doing the work. She does stuff called heart work, emotional literacy. So when I was a little kid, when I was 12, like, she took me to like schools, assemblies, and juvenile halls and boys and girls clubs, and let me do positive poetry, because I was a inner city youth that was troubled, you feel me? And she took me under her wing early, you feel me? And she's always been there for me in my life, you feel me? In and out of music. And I got into a bad car accident, as you know, and I almost lost my life. I lost two of my closest friends. When I got back from the car accident, I stayed with her. I was living with her because I wasn't in the right mindset just to be by myself, you feel me? Like, I couldn't even move. My arm was broken. I just got out of heart surgery. Like, and I wrote this song dedicated to her because I was going through a lot. I was going through a lot mentally. She was there for me. And it was a conversation we had where she told me that she was proud of me, you know, that I made it through that. She was telling me, like, you almost died, you feel me? And, you know, I was dealing with, I was in and out of a deal. I was in and out of a bad deal. I signed a bad record deal. My music was being sold. My music was on the radio, and I wasn't being paid for it. You know, I had songs, big features with big artists. I wasn't being paid for it. I had just almost lost my life. You feel me? And that's where this song came from. It's called Layla's Poem.
All right, let's get it.
Shit based on a true story, like. True story. I guess all my shit based on a true story. I go by Cali Smoov. Shit about a conversation. I told Layla this artist shit is the hardest shit. She said embrace it, the smartest part about you can take it. These niggas basic, it's more than becoming famous. The more you give to the world, the more I know you gon' change it. I see our differences, felonies, cause we did big. To me and find a recording at DJ Quick crib. Out of Ubers, cause my chains looking funny. Made me question, am I in this for the fame or the money? Sell these hoes dreams, say that they know a star. My song the other day, playing out of somebody's car. I wonder, was this my vision? Bad business decisions. I'm dealing pills to eat while my music playing out business. Struggling with commitment, I know my deal's still pending. Them OZs still flipping, cause no advance was given. But how you living? I get paid by the clubs. A rap battle costs 1,000, 3 states in a month. So you can throw stones and never stop the outcome. Random people I let in, try to sabotage my album. Malcolm X with the pen, the lessons that I just seen. When my partners got more off my investments than me. And I told them it's nothing personal, reevaluate your circle. Heard a song that made me sad, later I wrote a verse. The verse I wrote was depressing, not the lyrics but the essence. It's an open mic to y'all, but my life been a mic session. I had a conversation with Layla, she said you almost died. Then she said she proud of me, I almost cried. She asked me how you been lately, I almost lied. I just been on my grind, Layla, I think it's almost time. I think it's almost time, I just been on my grind. I think it's almost time. I just been on my grind, Layla. I think it's almost time. I had a conversation with Shane. How you feel is the truth? He reminded me kids in Africa would kill to be you. He told me my worst day would probably be their best. So had that one conversation, let me know I'm blessed. Feeling everybody's against me. Am I wrong?
You know, those is real. The first verse I was talking about the deal. You know what I mean? I'm dealing pills to eat while my music is playing out of Benzes. You know what I mean? I was struggling with commitment. I know my deal's still pending. OZs is still flipping because no advance was given. I'm still selling drugs because I didn't get an advance. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was what I was describing in the first verse. That was a conversation. Then the second verse, I opened a conversation with a friend of me and Layla's, and that was a real conversation we had where he made me appreciative of my life. He told me how good my problems were. He said, these are good problems to have. He said, nigga, I knew you since you was a kid. Like, you've been wanting to be in this, like, rapping, like, now you in the game. You're just dealing with some shit. You feel me? And then he reminded me, kids in Africa would kill to be you.
Yeah.
So I went from talking about the deal to, so I opened the second verse. I had a conversation with Shane. He said, yo, how you feel is the truth, but he reminded me kids in Africa would kill to be you. He told me my worst day would probably be their best. It's somehow that one conversation reminded me I'm blessed. You feel me?
Yeah.
I always look at it like that. Every time I go through stuff, I remember I'm dealing with first world problems. I'm not dealing with real third world problems. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just wanted to explain the depth and the transition in that first and second verse.
Yeah, it's like he like said that your feelings were valid. He validated you, but then he also like showed you to practice gratitude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My boy Shane, man.
That's dope. That's hella dope.
They best. Some had that one conversation, let me know I'm blessed. Feeling everybody's against me, am I wrong to vent? A certain feeling when the radio play my songs with. Like what? I had better songs with no placements on it. Now you supportive cause I got somebody famous on it. I hate when rumors be reality. I hate meeting my role models, what it cracked to be. I hate the fact I'm a rapper because I have to be. I hate the fact Will died up in that tragedy. This shit is past me, take me back to the basement stressing. Where's patient to the hesitation on Taylor's record? Like what the fuck, these industry niggas fake as fuck. To think about it, I was madder than even Taylor was. It made a grudge for the game, I saw my name in the source. A certain feeling when the radio played me your boy's voice. Do you enjoy selling dreams so much that you doubt mine? There's no coming back when old stars get outshined. I had a conversation with Layla, she said you almost died. Then she said she proud of me, I almost cried. She asked me how you been lately, I almost lied. I just been on my grind, Layla, I think it's almost time. I think it's almost time, I just been on my grind. I've been grinding for way too long. I thank God every day for my life. Almost time. I just been on my grind, Layla. I think it's almost time. I hate artists that wanna be poppin' and try to think poppin'. Buy the latest sneaks and everything that they drink poppin'. Be in all the clubs, poppin' off how they streakin'. Cause your videos got views that all your features is free. I know you look at them last lines, this random filler. I just had to separate myself from average niggas. Why am I different from busting grams out of capsules? We was beating cases before we could buy tobacco. They don't understand my growth and how I'm learning what patience is. That's probably why I'm starting to get less along with my famous friends. They rather beef, but keep it over beats. I ain't cocky for the camera, I get my ego from the streets. Sometimes I wonder, do the greatest get to say they wisdom? Is that why me and Tay was in the same position? Is a hooper better than Mike, a poet better than Pac? I know that I got the gift and the presence to get his shots. I saw myself in the stores, saw my name in the lights. Learn niggas' true colors through all the fame and the hype. 16 we lost Prince, 09 we lost Mike. This year we got Smoov. I left the stage to the right and had a conversation with Layla. She said you almost died. Then she said she proud of me. I almost cried. She asked me how you been lately. I almost lied. I just been on my grind, Layla. I think it's almost time. You hear me? I think it's almost time. I just been on my grind. I think it's almost. I think it's almost time. I just been on my grind. I think it's almost time.
Now, press pause. Now, at the end of this is a sample of me on stage. I think I was about 16. And Layla says the story of where we met. And I sampled her telling a room full of young poets the story of when we met. She says, like, I met an 11-year-old boy. He walked in my class, and he spit a poem. And I'm on stage. I'm a little boy in the clip. You hear me kind of like, oh, don't like, kind of like, because I, you know, as a kid, you didn't want to tell other younger stories.
Bashful.
And then she talked about what my line meant to her, and I sampled it at the outro. You feel me?
Let's go.
Some people ride and relate to. Some people ride and smoke through. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by Cali Smoov.
Oh, you ain't got that version. It's the other version.
Word. This is
all
good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's the rough version. Oh, the real version, though, you hear it. Yeah, man, that song means a lot to me right there.
Yeah, it's good to have people around you to put things in perspective like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because it's like, you know, for all intents and purposes, man, you've like, you're doing the dream. You know, you're living off art.
I appreciate that.
Few people do that, you know.
Appreciate that.
And you know, when you get in the mode of comparison, that's when it gets challenging, because comparison is the thief of joy. There's always somebody out there that's better in some, and one of your weakness to their greatest strength, you know.
That was a beautiful way to put that.
Yeah, but you're literally doing it, man.
Thank you.
You're like living the thing that you want to do. You're battling all over the world. You got fans everywhere. You're like living off rap.
Thank you, bro.
You know, it's crazy to think about that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
What's the next track?
The next track is my interlude. It's Tevin's interlude. This is my childhood friend. So this track right here is an interlude. It's a couple seconds long. But my boy Tevin, he went to middle school with me and Tay Walker. Him, me, and Tevin were in a middle school class together. And You know, like I said, we all split ways. But like later on in life when we linked up, Tevin's doing like 20 years, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because we used to play on the sandbox together. So me and Taylor still talk to him. We still answer his calls, chop it up with him, update with him. And he wrote this verse that he wanted me to put out there.
Which one is it?
It's called Tevin's Interlude.
Tevin's Interlude. Is it not in his email? Let's see. Got these two. God. Is there 6 tracks?
Yeah.
Oh, there is?
It's just an interlude, yeah.
Let's see. Damn. Wonder where.
Which email is that?
RuinYourDayNow@gmail. The beauty of technology.
Facts.
Let's go.
I can airdrop it to you too.
This is a PC.
Okay. What you doing with PC?
they're better for what I do. But yeah, Apple is the truth. I'm gonna hate on Apple.
At Gmail.
Yeah.
Shout out to PC, man. I ain't got nothing to get shot.
People giving you props on the season, saying you should have
Thank
got
you.
robbed.
I feel you. I feel robbed. I feel like I got my chain snatched.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's I think the more healthy way of looking at that would be that you did incredible, you know, against legends, and like
That's
you had a super hard schedule, and you showed up, man. You showed up and showed out, and I feel like you made a mark, and that was what it's all about, right? Is gaining fans, you know.
That's real, and I ain't mad at it. I did my thing.
All right.
So this was Tevin's Interlude, man. It's my boy, man. You know, free Tevin, man. He's doing some faulty time that he doesn't deserve. 20 years for a robbery, you know. Shouldn't go out like that.
Jesus Christ, man.
And this song was the topic for this song. The topic for this song was forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Gang, bro, hit him with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
These niggas ice cold, they leave you all out in the rain. How we live the same life, but we ain't felt the same pain. Bitches swear they ride or die, man, I can't go do this again. When a nigga need love, when everybody hate on him. Girl, you hacking to these hoes about your homies, that's sincere. If you're fake,
Press pause. Come on, man. This nigga's beating on his chest and snapping. How we live the same life, but we ain't felt the same pain. He was 19. This nigga's doing 20. He's talking his story. These bitches ice cold to leave you all out in the rain. How we live the same life, but we ain't felt the same pain. Bitches say they ride or die for you, I won't go through this again. Keep it clean.
Hacking to these hoes about your homies, that's sincere. If y'all face the shit we faced, then most y'all niggas probably tell. Only reason why you around is cause the Lokes is off in jail. Niggas selling in them texts and acting like that dope for sale. Man, what happened to the love, respect, and loyalty? I'ma make it on my own, don't need no one supporting me. Niggas acting like they real be fake enough for you to see. Niggas acting like they real be fake enough for all to see. Man, I put that on my set, the worst shit I ever loved. Wonder what this bitch still want me if I sold her mama drug. If I needed some of that.
That was the realest line to me. Because he's living this for a decision he made.
Yeah.
And my nigga said, man, I put that on my set. That's the worst shit I ever loved. So deep to me. It's the worst shit I ever loved. I wonder would this bitch still love me if I sold her mama drugs.
Crazy.
It hit me so hard because that's my homie. That's I know him.
Yeah.
And I know he's not a bad dude. I know he just made a bad decision. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that line right there just, it expressed it all. I put everything in a nutshell for me. You feel me?
Yeah.
He said it. You know, I put that on my set. That's the worst shit I ever loved. Because he's still willing to put it on his set, but he understands that it was the worst shit he ever fell in love with.
If I sold her mama drug, if I needed some affection, could I always count on her? Take out all of my aggression every single time. Man, these niggas playing games, these hoes be trying to set you up. So I gotta keep that thing, cause frankly,
that's all he could send me, man. He only had 59 seconds, man.
That's crazy, man.
Free Tevin,
That's so
man.
dope. That is so dope.
Man, free my dog Tevin, man.
Free Tevin. Which is the next one?
The next one is, right after this, I went into Innocent Kids. Innocent Kids is a true story. The topic was police brutality. This is a true story. Everything I said was true. I got pulled over with a group of friends, and we got stretched out for no reason. Just 'cause the young niggas trying to party. And it made me just put things into perspective, and I wrote this poem on the way home from the club, because we didn't end up going out. It ruined our vibe, and I wrote this poem, and I turned it into a song.
Fast forward back to us on the corner. My homie had a warrant, so they trying to give him a bed. Cops took us out our handcuffs and called us innocent kids. Last night I was in Hollywood looking for parking. About to party, so we drive while the blunt sparking. All of a sudden, 2 officers flash out the darkness, told us to move slow and roll our windows with caution. Instant, my heart races, no warrants, I thought patience. Till the cops approached my car, the smoke in 3 dark faces. Took us out of our places, handcuffed us adjacent. Told us to face the wall while ripping the car naked. Flashback to the first cuffs I ever felt. Asking God, was I wrong? Is it the cards I was dealt? On a one-way trip to a cell block full of depression. Questioning, was I broken or is this a product of my oppression? The rest of the kids got presents. We was getting arrested. Saw my father's a gangster and found his shoes I could step in. Was it my fault that the streets taught me my lessons? Cause apparently I'm a problem, cause parents I wasn't blessed with. High school was in detention, childhood was in the system. According to you, it was God's plan for me to land in this prison. Guess it was written for me to get this conviction for never understanding the steps that most children were given. As I sit scrambling writtens, hoping they may change or reach a child in a group home who's feeling that same pain. For every nigga who never had a choice but to gangbang, cause all we know is a cycle and we can't escape fate. For every person who ever considered himself as a problem, we'd have never shot them guns if we ain't know where to buy 'em. They create low income to teach us that we the talkers, then shut our fundraisers down when we can't afford our coffers. It makes me sick, and I'm sad to see the survival. The youth continue to shoot, cause all they know is the cycle. Instead of where it started, my question is in revival. How can we teach each other to reconsider the Bible? How can I teach my people without saying it in the rap? That every time they throw up signs, they playing into the trap. How can we teach them facts that we created the map? That we're not each other's enemies over cities they call black. We should embrace each other. I notice we hate each other, but I notice that the hate is from how the media paints each other. Instead of showing they plan work to be what they laughing about, it's time to show these racist crackers what being black is about. Until then, I'll be in traffic seeing harassment, badges thrown in our faces, physicalities that were packed in, tragedies from our past is recreating our actions. Most of us lost our fathers, so all of us seen as bastards, portraying us as evil so we can live backwards. Get it? Evil is living backwards. The ones buying activists become activists. Instead of learning how to pacifist, become pacifists. Time to show them the true meaning of the blackest fist, and show them that being educated, smart, strong, and black exists.
Bars, nigga. Bars that mean something, though, you know?
Yeah, those flames, man.
The ones buying activists need to become activists. And instead of learning how to pacifist, become pacifists.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
And the 4-bar pattern, how it all rhymes like that.
You're good at this. You're good at this thing.
My dog. So, you know, I didn't all put it on them too, you feel me? I put it on us too. I was telling them, you feel me? The things that we need to do, the things that our community, we should embrace each other. I noticed that we hate each other, but I noticed that the hate's from how the media paints each other, you know what I mean? But instead of showing them that their plan worked and be what they're laughing about, it's time to show these racist people what being black is about, you feel me? So I put the ball in our court too. We fumbling too. It's a lot of us fumbling around too, you feel me? And, you know, that gives them reason to attack our people. So, you know, it goes both ways. They definitely need to stop rooting our people as a sin or evil, but we could also do some things to deflect those thoughts.
Word up, man. Powerful stuff, Smoov.
Man, you feel me?
Is that the last track? We got Chicago Nights, right?
Chicago Nights,
Let's
man.
go.
Chicago Nights. As everybody knows, you feel me? Like they always try to diss me in my battles.
You're from Chicago. Your name is Cali.
Yeah, you feel me? I moved to Chicago my 8th grade year of high school, middle school. Finished high school out there. Got a lot of love for the city. Wintertime was a big difference from living in Venice Beach in Santa Monica in Marina del Rey to go to Chicago winters. And I remember when I first heard that people freeze to death, that homeless people freeze to death. I remember, like, as a kid, that fucked me up. And I wrote this song, I think, 2016, when it was Chicago had the highest year of homeless people freezing to death. And it made me so sad, bro. Like, I don't know nobody that died, that froze to death out there, but it made me so sad because I thought about that. Imagine that. You get what I'm saying? So I put myself in their shoes and really thought about that. Like, god damn, you couldn't call nobody. You know what I mean? Nobody would let you sleep in the car. Like, and it got that bad for you, you know?
Yeah.
So I wrote this song for those people because I felt like, you know, nobody gave a fuck about them.
Word up, man. That's powerful. And the thing that I think we all forget about that is that we're all really not that far away from that. You know, it's like the degree of separation between being in an apartment and being on the street is really not that far. It's like life can set you up in unfortunate circumstances that just like you're in a snowball going downhill. And then it's like friends and family will give you so much, you know, but that will run out after a while. You know, it's like I'm pretty big in the homeless community here, and there's so many people that are like homeless. They have jobs.
Right.
You know, they have degrees. They're smart, smarter than I am. You know, and it's just like life. The way the chips fell in their life, they ended up out there.
I've been homeless. You feel me? It happens,
and then when you're homeless too, it's like addiction. It's like, dude, if I was homeless, I would be doing drugs too.
Yeah,
it's like to pass the time, you know.
Goes hand in hand. Then it repeats the cycle. Your friends are there. You feel me? I've been homeless, man. You know, I've been homeless while I was popping on the internet. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was on the internet with millions of views.
Totally.
And I was down bad in real life. You feel
So
me?
many artists have. So many artists.
You know,
Jewel, Lizzo, they've all slept in their cars. You know?
never laugh at a man. I never look at somebody who's doing bad and look down on them. As long as you're trying, you feel me? As long as you're trying, you feel me? I can't hold anything above anybody, you feel me? Because I've been through the mud, I've been through the worst, I've made terrible decisions, and I know I wouldn't today. I know I would steer the next youngster from making those decisions. I know that I have. I know that I have had impactful conversations with people that have made better decisions in their life because of who I am and how I carry myself now, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't hold nothing against nobody, you feel me? That's why I wrote this song for these homeless people.
Let's go, Chicago Nights.
This year, 15 homeless people froze to death in Chicago. I wrote this song for y'all. Dedicated to them. I feel like we take for granted and manage life with a resume. Chicago nights, I was lonely, banging on heaven's gates. Just read a story how 20 homeless were found frozen, 60 below back home. That's why our hearts cold, confusion, in a delusional state. Think we made it cause we went from eating noodles to steak. Rude awakenings, later looking truth in the face. Heard they miss you, but they hate you for foolish mistakes. The winter's cold, no mistletoe, just bigger missiles. The average nigga with pistols like the government issue. Meanwhile, the world's tripping off the government's issues. When we're fighting the war here in your country, my nigga. It's bitter beefs, long wars and bloodshed. I seen a body hit the floor and turn the snow red. I seen children who ain't coming home to no bed. I'm praying with you, you're not alone, your soul. Imagine waking up in the snow while it seeps through your flesh. Your blood frozen, trying to feel a heartbeat in your chest. I'm trying to call for help cause you in fear for your life. But nobody hears your cries cause your tears are ice.
Yeah, press pause on that. You feel me? I was talking about walking around, seeing kids, the average kid got pistols that look like they're government issued, while my city's worried about the government's issues, and we're fighting a war right here in your country, my nigga. Bitter beefs, long wars, bloodshed, seen a body hit the floor and turn the snow red. I see children who ain't coming home to no bed. And then the hook. I'm saying imagine waking up in the snow while it seeps through your flesh. Your blood's frozen, you're trying to feel a heartbeat in your chest. You're trying to call for help because you're in fear for your life, but nobody hears your cries because your tears are ice. You feel me? I just wanted to highlight those bars.
Yeah, ridiculous.
You know, for the
vivid, illustrative.
Cause your tears are ice. Nobody hears your cries cause your tears are ice. Ain't nobody hears your ice. Nobody hears was fascinated with the people in clubs. Years later, I got paid just to be in them clubs. The mentality locked up just for being a thug. Can't let it go, cause in real life, the streets is a drug. My high school homies say, Smoov, you changed on us. 10 years later, they still trap on them same corners. I've been to places where people don't speak the same language. When I get paper, my main aim is to make changes. Understand and make changes, you gotta change too. On the south side, our school shooters never made the news. Just straight bullets, labeled us as gang violence. And no investigations came just later than late sirens. The winter's cold, fundraisers for children's coats. When it's 60 below, where do the homeless go? They find a hole and lose faith spiritually. Chicago nights where our hearts froze literally. Imagine waking up in the snow while it seeps through your flesh. Your blood frozen, trying to feel a heartbeat in your chest. You're trying to call for help cause you in fear for your life. But nobody hears your cries cause your tears are ice. Your tears are ice. Nobody hears your cries cause your tears are ice.
And then the last one, I was saying it like I was the homeless person. You feel me? I was the person dying. His voices fade away. He loses wind, and then he dies at the end. Shout out to Tay Walker for the symphony at the end.
Yeah, production is crazy.
And that is The Abstract Mind by JP Cali Smoov. You feel me?
Let's
go. 5-song EP, collaboration with Tay Walker, the greatest, you feel me, the greatest producer, keyboardist, singer of all time, you feel me? Dropped by the greatest platform, ruin your day, you feel me, man? You know.
Let's go. Cali Smoov, man, you're so talented. This is truthfully like a gift. I loved listening to it with you and your insight into every song. I felt like so powerful. Thank you for doing this, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all stream that. Thank you for everybody tuning in. I see all the comments. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody, man. It's love, man. For real, for real.
What you got coming up? Anything to plug?
Battling this weekend, you know, just follow the Instagram at JP Cali Smoov. We got to get a video popping in one of these crack records, man.
Definitely.
Gotta
Definitely.
Get
That's a must, man. That is a must.
I got some ideas too, man.
Let's do it.
Thank you, man. My boy said one of the best EPs of the year. That's what's up, man. Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, everybody. JP Cali Smoov. Where can everybody find you at?
At JP Cali Smoov on Twitter. Cali Smoov for life. My last one got hacked and all that. My YouTube, JP Cali Smoov. You feel me? With a V at the end on all platforms. For real.
Hell yeah, guys. All right. Peace out.